HostGator was once known for their crazy low hosting prices. But let's see what they really offer these days. Welcome to WebsiteToolTester.com, where we find the best hosting services for your website and help you launch it. So, if you've watched enough of our reviews, you'll know we're not fans of EIG. It's the massive parent company that owns Bluehost, iPage, and, yes, HostGator. But we've heard better things about HostGator than others. Let's start by looking at the prices for the shared hosting. Like with most web hosting companies, the first year is heavily discounted and you get a free domain. That's why I always recommend you look at the renewal prices to get a good idea of how much you will really pay. As you can see, all three plans offer unlimited bandwidth and disk space. You are allowed one website with the starter plan, but they're unlimited with the others. After that, the key benefit of going for the top-tier plan is the dedicated IP address, but there are other perks like advanced SSL options. Two more things to note. First, HostGator has very flexible payment cycles, as you can choose anything from 1 month to 36 months. Second, they will try to pre-select numerous add-ons as you register. Sadly, this is a pattern with all EIG companies. Low attractive prices, and you pay extra for standard features. The bad news is that the upselling carries on in the backend, all the way to the cPanel. It's packed with upgrades and ads, which is a shame because it's otherwise well designed. Their control panel, however, looks good and intuitive, even on mobile devices. But it all falls apart when you start looking at important features like the backup options. With HostGator, you only have one weekly copy of your site available. Their backup feature costs extra. That, to me, is an unacceptable hidden fee. Even if you can use the cPanel backup feature, because it's rather tedious to manually create and download your backups. If you want to install WordPress, however, it's easy enough. You also have a one-click install for Magento, Drupal, or Joomla. Be aware that when you install WordPress, HostGator adds a bunch of plugins that you won't need, the most annoying one being their Mojo marketplace. The security options with HostGator are a bit hit and miss. On the one hand, you get SSL for free with all their plans. You also get SSH access and a custom firewall that's supposed to protect you from hackers, although the details are pretty vague. They offer the latest PHP version, which is a good practice to avoid running unsafe code. And they will also try to sell you more security features, such as SiteLock, which scans your files for suspicious code for a fee. Now, when it comes to performance, there are two key points you should hit. First, the uptime, or percentage of time your website is online, should be above 99.95%. With HostGator, the average was 99.9%, which is precisely what they guarantee. It doesn't sound like 0.05% could impact your site, but it's actually a pretty poor result compared with other providers. Similarly, HostGator sites aren't the fastest to load, but in our tests they still managed to clear the 3 seconds mark. It took them an average of 2.77 seconds to load. Unfortunately, their servers are also only located in the US, which can also make HostGator less attractive to websites with a lot of international users. HostGator offers 24/7 live chat, email, and phone support. Sadly, in my tests, the support wasn't reliable, fast, or particularly useful. The live chat replies were so slow that I imagine it would be extremely frustrating if you had a major technical issue. So, would I recommend HostGator to anyone? Maybe, if you have a small site that isn't reliant on SEO and good security features. This is because you do get unlimited storage and bandwidth for a decent price, flexible payment options ranging from 1 to 36 months, and the speed is just good enough. However, I would strongly advise against HostGator if you want to host a business website with full peace of mind. The security options leave a lot to be desired, especially when it comes to backups. The uptime rate could damage your SEO. Support isn't great, so any technical difficulties could take a while to be resolved. And last but not least, your dashboard looks more like a marketplace for extra features, which can become irritating at length. So what do you think about HostGator? Have you had a better experience than us? Don't hesitate to let us know in the comments below.